tape here. So, Mr. Bowles, so I've gone through the interview, seller negotiation, and now how should I think about asking for the job?
Everyone wants to know how to close out the interview once they've done all the things we've discussed. They want to know, how do I end it? I've discussed what kind of person I am. I've discussed what I have to offer. I've asked them what they are meeting by way of challenges. I really think I can help them with those challenges. I think the interview's going pretty well. But how do I end it? Do I say, will you call me in a week? What do I say? And they did some research. I don't know who did the research, but I totally believe it. The research was, what happens if you point blank ask for the job at the end of the interview? So it would go something like this. Given all that we've discussed in this interview, or maybe in this series of interviews, given all that we've discussed, can you offer me the job? And it's astounding how often the employer will say yes. The reason why you have to ask the question is because most people who have the power to hire within a company or an organization weren't hired to do interviewing. They were hired because they're good at something else that that organization needs. And then the organization turns to them one day and says, oh, by the way, you're going to need a new person in your department. You do the interviewing because you know what you need. Now, this person has never been trained to do interviewing, and suddenly they have to do it. They are as often as awkward as you feel. They don't know what are the questions I'm supposed to ask and so on. Now, I know this myself because I've had lunch lots of times with these people who actually hire, and they say, I really don't know what I'm doing sometimes when I'm conducting those interviews. So you're trying to rescue them. And their natural tendency will be to postpone decision. They'll say, I need to talk with somebody or whatever. But if they actually have the power to hire, and that's crucial, if you're talking to the person who actually has the power to hire you for the job that you're interested in at that place, then you want to help them. And the way you help them is you know how to end the interview, even if they are very unclear. You know enough to say to them, let's bring this is the thought you have, let's bring this to a closure. Let's close this out. And so you close it out for them by saying, can you offer me this job? You'll get a series of possible answers. One will be, no, I have to talk it over with a committee. Or, no, we still have to interview some other people. Or, no, I need time to think about this. But also, one of the possible answers is, yes, the person interviewing you knows darn well they don't want to let you get away. If you've come across in the interview not just as acceptable, but as sterling, they really, really want you, then you offer them a perfect chance to close out the interview victoriously for them, not just for you, by saying, given all that we've talked about, can you offer me this job? And as I said, it's astonishing how often the answer will come back, yes. I know